Meng Tinghui finally regains her identity as the princess of Zhongwan. On the day of her wedding with Ying Gua, the two set a trap to lure out Yin Qing and the remaining Zhongwan loyalists. Yin Qing accuses Meng Tinghui of forgetting the destruction of her homeland and exposes her Xuanniao mark before the court. The ministers immediately demand their execution, but Ying Gua protects Meng Tinghui despite the opposition. During the chaos, Yin Qing fires a poisoned arrow at Ying Gua. The Left Chancellor rushes forward and takes the arrow for him, dying from the poison on the spot. Ying Gua then orders the arrest of the Blood Moon Society. Din Yen leads the Divine Guard army into battle and quickly gains the upper hand. Ying Gua raises his sword against Yin Qing, determined to end their hatred once and for all. Situ Xue is also wounded by Xinjili. Seeing Yin Qing about to die, she tells Meng Tinghui that the Shangguan clan died while trying to save her, and that even Yin Qing's younger sister sacrificed herself for her. Just as Ying Gua is about to kill Yin Qing, Meng Tinghui throws herself in front of his sword. She tells Ying Gua there has already been too much bloodshed between Zhongwan and Danning and begs him to spare Yin Qing. Meng Tinghui presses a golden hairpin against her throat and threatens to kill herself. Though furious and deeply hurt, Ying Gua finally lets them go. Meng Tinghui takes Yin Qing and Situ Xue outside the city, planning to leave. However, Yin Qing knocks her unconscious and brings her to Zhongwan's former palace. Ying Gua leaves Shenwuchen to stabilize the capital, sends Xinjili to Yelong to form an alliance, and orders Din Yen and Hua and to defend the border from Beijian and Taiji. He then personally leads elite troops toward Zhongwan. Yin Qing gathers the Blood Moon Society and performs a blood oath, hoping to awaken Meng Tinghui's desire to restore Zhongwan. Instead, Meng Tinghui publicly declares that Zhongwan will never be restored. Yin Qing forcibly dresses her in Zhongwan clothing, locks her in chains, and makes her kneel before the royal ancestors until her forehead bleeds. He then cuts himself with a dagger, claiming he will bleed with her. Situ Xue can no longer bear it. She secretly frees Meng Tinghui and takes her to see the surviving people of Zhongwan being treated like servants. Meng Tinghui is heartbroken, but she understands that revenge will not save them. Only if Danning accepts them, gives them land, and allows them to rebuild their lives will they have a future. By then, Ying Gua has already reached the border with his army. Yin Qing tells Beijian that he can help them defeat Danning, but Beijian de Wangzi refuses to send troops until Yin Qing marries Meng Tinghui. Meng Tinghui unexpectedly agrees to the marriage. Yin Qing is delighted, unaware that Meng Tinghui and Ying Gua have already planned a scheme that could destroy Zhongwan's final chance of restoration. Perhaps one of Meng Tinghui's greatest regrets was accepting the jade qilin Situ Xue brought on the opening day of Bufeng Tower. Situ Xue approached her with a warm smile, but behind that friendliness was a mission from the Blood Moon Society. Meng Tinghui never imagined that this woman, who would become like a sister to her, would eventually die before her eyes. On the night Bufeng Tower opened, Shun Jishu introduced Situ Xue to Ying Gua. Meng Tinghui immediately recognized her name because Ying Gua had mentioned her before. Situ Xue calmly greeted Meng Tinghui and presented her with a jade qilin. Later, Su Run's publicly proposed marriage to Meng Tinghui, creating an awkward scene. Situ Xue arrived and smoothly rescued her from the situation, immediately earning her goodwill. What truly made Meng Tinghui trust her was Yan Fuji's poisoning. When Yan Fuji was close to death after taking the Wuqiong pill, Situ Xue provided an ice soul pill and saved her life. From then on, Meng Tinghui treated Situ Xue like a sister. But Situ Xue had originally approached her under Shangguan Zhao's orders. Her mission was to get close to Ying Gua, and especially Meng Tinghui, then determine whether Meng Tinghui could be useful to them. Yet somewhere along the way, the deception became real friendship. The mission was real, but so was Situ Xue's affection for Meng Tinghui. That was what made their relationship tragic. Inside the Zhongwan slave camp, Situ Xue revealed the scars covering her body and told Meng Tinghui about her past. After Zhongwan fell, she was sent to Fuzhou as a slave. A corrupt county magistrate later forced her into his household and abused her for years. She had lost her country, her dignity, and control over her own life. Shangguan Zhao was the person who rescued her and gave her a new identity. Because of that, Situ Xue devoted herself to him. She was not completely cruel. She genuinely saved Yan Fuji. She secretly showed Ying Gua an escape route in the Beijian camp and risked punishment to send Meng Tinghui information after the Battle of Zigaguen. She even tried to stop Shangguan Zhao from continuing the war, warning that if Beijian conquered Danning, the surviving people of Zhongwan could be wiped out as well. But Situ Xue also committed terrible acts. She worked with Ling Yunfei to sell wuqiang pills for military funds, betrayed Meng Tinghui's trust by leaking Danning's secrets, and participated in an assassination attempt against Ying Gua. She still had a conscience, but gratitude and hatred had trapped her. A woman who had spent much of her life without freedom struggled to make choices entirely for herself. Inside the Blood Moon Society's secret chamber, Shangguan Zhao cut his palm during a ritual for Zhongwan's fallen royal family. Everyone watched silently, but Situ Xue stepped forward to bandage his hand. She quietly admitted that she simply did not want to see him injured. Shangguan Zhao coldly told her that she had crossed the line. Those words crushed the feelings she had hidden for years. Later, when Shangguan Zhao suspected her of betrayal, Beijian de Wangzi discovered a protective charm hidden in her sleeve. On it, Situ Xue had embroidered words combining her name with Shangguan Zhao's, expressing her hope that their hearts would remain together. Shangguan Zhao showed no emotion. He threw it down and crushed it beneath his boot. Situ Xue desperately tried to gather the broken pieces, but he kicked her away. She had placed all her love into that small charm, while he refused even to acknowledge it. Still, Situ Xue tried to stop his madness. When she learned Shangguan Zhao had allied with Beijian and intended to start an even greater war, she warned him that his actions could destroy the surviving people of Zhongwan. Shangguan Zhao raised his sword against her. Situ Xue simply closed her eyes, willing to die by his hand. She understood his obsession, but could not save him. In the end, Shangguan Zhao died, while protecting Meng Tinghui. Situ Xue looked at his body, picked up a sword, and died beside him. She had once believed he was her salvation. In reality, he had become another prison. Before dying, Situ Xue told Meng Tinghui that she had always felt like an outsider. Because she stood outside everything, she could clearly understand Shangguan Zhao's madness and Meng Tinghui's struggle. But from the day Shangguan Zhao saved her, she believed her life belonged to him. She lived for Zhongwan. She lived to repay the man who saved her. She lived for missions given to her by others. Even her death was for someone else. Situ Xue understood everyone around her, yet she never realized that she could also choose to live for herself. Her life was like a candle repeatedly lit for others. She gave light to her homeland, her savior, and her mission. But she forgot that she, too, was worth protecting.